everybody, this is Michael out in Maui. Aloha. So if you've been enjoying all the content that I've been putting out, I recommend subscribing to the channel. So today, let's talk arm tension to throw the disc. So this is something that I just noticed, and I've never talked about this topic because I've never really pondered it. So yesterday I was throwing and I was trying to figure, like, for me, I throw with a bent reach back. So on my coil, you know, when I turn, I keep my arm bent. I don't go straight with my arm. I notice some people when they throw, you know, they like to go straight with the arm on the throw. So discussing, you know, that, you know, should you go straight arm or should you keep it bent? I did some throwing with a straight arm. So, you know, I ran up, went straight arm through my disc. The only thing that I noticed was when I, you know, reach back with a straight arm, you know, you need to build tension in the arm and have a firm grip to throw the disc. But I noticed when I reach back with a straight arm and I put tension in my arm, well, the first thing you do is pull the elbow into the pocket. I noticed that my tension in my arm relaxed, because the arm needs to be relaxed, you know, to be able to bend into the pocket. So it got me thinking, like, you know, if you're running up and you do a straight arm take back, and then as you bring your arm down into the pocket, you know, if your arm is relaxed to here, you would have to tighten it right now, tighten it up to throw this side. And there's no time to do that. You know, the throw's too fast. So basically, if you're reaching back with a straight arm and you're pulling into the pocket, that arm tension that you have is throwing the disc. And I think that arm tension is more relaxed than tight. A tighter arm is going to hit this side harder, you know, because it's tighter and you got more muscles, you know, you got the muscles to pull. If this arm is more on the relaxed side because you went straight on the reach back, the arm bends, and now you have that same lighter arm tension to throw the disc. So I think that could be hindering, you know, people on their throwing. Because like I said, for me, I run up here. My arm is on a 90-degree angle when I run in. So I start my run up here, arm on a 90. As I come in, I just rotate my shoulders under my chin. I don't care what my back arm is doing, but I do keep it bent. When I come here, see, it's my shoulders that turn. See here, shoulders turn, but my arm is staying bent. And I have tension in the arm, and because the arm is already bent, when I step out, I don't loosen my grip because the elbow's already bent. So all I do, you know, shoulder turn, I step out, tension's already in my arm, and I literally just throw the disc. There is no regrip to make tension, you know. So once again, see, I come in here, I'll turn, and a lot of times my arm will just stay right here because the power of the throw is the uncoil, you know, here. So if this arm is already bent, my tension in my arm stays tight. See, now when I come through to throw, it's already tight. So I just recommend maybe giving that a try. If you've been reaching back straight arm, the first thing you have to do is relax the arm to get it into the pocket. And by relaxing the arm, you know, you're not going to hit it as hard on this side, because there's, you know, the idea of trying to retighten your arm, you know, in this moment of time, you know, it's too hard, it's too fast. Now I know, you know, people will write and say, hey, there's pros that go straight arm. But the thing you'll notice is they're really good at, like, they'll reach back straight arm, but if you watch their throw in slow motion, they're here and then they instantly get it bent and they keep the tension. That's the difference. So if you're going to reach back, you just got to make sure you keep the arm tension when you bend the arm. See, arm tension stays there. Even though my arm is straight, arm tension, bend the elbow, throw. So I think for a touring pro, you know, he's learned how to keep the tension. But I think for the average player, he's not keeping the arm tension. And that arm tension is what throws the disc. You know, you'll notice if you throw an up shot, if you're throwing a placement shot, your arm is relaxed. There's no tension because you're not throwing it very hard. The harder you throw, the tighter the arm's got to be on the forehand and a nice firm grip. And so, like I said, it's more like this. Just keep your arm bent. So if I throw over here, see, arm stays bent, and I come back, see, it's just right here. Arms bent, and then throw. But I think you're going to gain a lot more power because you're already going to have the arm tension, and then the arm just going to transfer to the front. So like I said, so on the reach back, you know, you run in, it's just the shoulder turn. Whatever the shoulder turn does, that's the reach back. No farther. Just right here. Right there, stride out, arms bent, throw. And keep that arm tension. And see if that helps you throw harder. So anyways, this is Michael out in Maui. Aloha.